Hello, it's Mrs. Ludlow. It's lovely to see you and get ready for our maths lesson today. We've got our arithmetic all ready to get going with. So get your 3 columns in your books and you can pause the video and start those off. It's using your multiplication facts, some addition facts, and quite a few division questions in here today. And if you look at the first column with your bronze, you've got some division questions there. Don't worry about those. All you need to do is, if you've got the dividing number, the number you're dividing by, you can jump up in those. If you count on 4 till you get to 24, the number of jumps up will give you the answer, okay? And then you can use it for the higher number using your place value, okay? So you can pause the video and then get ready to answer or tick off your answers. Okay, so we're ready to put up the answers for you. So again, if you pause the video now, you can check those off and give yourself a smiley at the end of it and tick off your, the ones you've got right, and we can carry on. So you've got a starter here, and just before we do that, I'm just going to go through the skill with you. Today we're going to add money, and we did this yesterday. We were naming amounts of money, and we were sort of grouping those together and learning to count the money on by sort of counting up and doing it out loud. And today we're going to do the same, or very similar, excuse me, and we're going to include an exchange, so exchanging 100 pence for £1, and it will become clearer a bit later. So to start with, we've got Kevin, who went shopping with £3.67. If you think about that, £3.67 pocket money, and he tripped up and he dropped 2 coins. And these coins here are the ones that are left. Okay, so it's quite a nice little word problem here. And you've got to draw the coins that he dropped. So the ones that he lost, okay, excuse me, the ones that he dropped, okay, and we've got, if you say those amounts and then think of the first amount that he had, you should be able to draw just 2 coins that will be the difference between those, the coins and the number that he went with to start. Okay, so have a little think about that and write, if you can write down the 2 coins. Okay, so hopefully you've had time to do that. We had the first amount, which was the pounds, and he had £3 to start with, and after he dropped the coins, he had £1 left. The difference between 3 and 1 is 2, so he dropped 1 £2 coin. Okay. And then the next one that he dropped was a 10p piece, because he had 67p, and here he's got 57, so 50, 55, 57. Okay, so hopefully you managed to get that. If you did take this one as a 10, don't worry, it's because it's upside down, and you might have spotted that because of the size of it, but it's not particularly clear, but it is a 5p. Okay, so hopefully you've managed that. So this one is a call starter. Kevin again went shopping and he fell over and he lost 2 10p. So 2 of these 10p's he's lost. So you might want to cross out 2 of the 10p's or cover them up, and then see how many he's got left now, and how much does he have left. So brilliant, I've cut those out, crossed them out, and he's got 60. If we count the ones that are left, he's got 60 pence. So as I said, today we're going to be thinking about exchanging coins that add up to 100 pence, or up to and over 100 pence. Okay, so it includes ones that come up that add up to 100 pence as well. And we can see we've got 3 minions at the bottom here with some, it's a bit cheeky actually, because I have a feeling that they might have got their bottoms out and these are covering it up. How rude. And they've got price tags on them, very strategically placed. So we've got a 50p, a 50p and a 20p, and there's 2 coins in there that would add up to 100. And what are they? 50p, 20p and 50p. What are the 2 coins? And we're going to group these together, and here's some minion groups for you. So hot tips for counting and adding money today. You can count out loud, count on out loud, and be proud. Put those values together that make bigger chunks. So if you can make £1, or you can make a £5 or a £10, 50 pence even is a really good useful thing, because then you can add up 50p's. Oh, I've got a tickly nose. Oh, sorry. And then £5 and £10 to help too. Okay, so let's have a little talk, and I'd like you to pause the video, have a look at the question. Can putting these into groups help you? So, you know, if you had these out on the table, what sort of groups would you make, and how would you help yourself answer this question? Okay, so pause the video now. Oh, sorry, I've got a really tickly nose. Oh. Okay, so did you make £1 or 100 pence in there? We've got pounds there. Did you make £1 from the rest? Does it help you, and why does it help you? It should help because it helps you to add the pounds within the pound group. So if you've got 100 pence, you can then change it to £1 and then add it up as £1. And then you've got the rest. So if I was to do this, I would sort it out with my two 20s here, choose one of the 10s to make a 50, add it to that 50. There's lots of different ways of doing it. You might want to use the two 5s instead of the 10. There's lots of different ways of doing it. Okay, so here I've put them into order, and that will help us to find some groups. So the first thing I would do is I would add up my pounds along the top to help me, and I've put them into little groups. Here the bottom I've made a pound group here, or 100 pence group. So I've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 and £1, and that's how I would count it on. Okay, so 50, 60, 70, 90 and a 100, which is £1. This is what I was used to, counting from 90 onto £1 rather than 100 pence and then changing it round. And then here we've got 20. Oh, let's do this first. We've got well, once we've got to that stage, we can then exchange the 100 for a £1 coin. Here we go. Here it comes in. There it is. Okay, so you've got the pennies and the pence disappearing, and then we've replaced it with a £1 coin. You don't have to physically go and get those coins and use them, but it's just useful to see that on the screen. Okay, that's exchanging your pence for your £1. It's very similar to when we've done this with our place value counters, exchanging those 10s, those 1s initially for a 10 and 10s for 100. Okay, exactly the same. Here you're changing the pennies, the 100 pence, into £1. Okay, and then we can add up the rest of the pence here. So we've got 20, 30, 35, 40. So that's me just counting those numbers on. Hopefully you've been practicing that. So to finish off then, we've got £9, add the £1, which makes £10 and 40 pence. So my total is 9 add 1, £10 and 40 pence, £10 and 40 pence. And our minion at the top there is really enjoying that too. So we've got another lot here. Find the amount of money shown. So can you find, before I do it for you, can you find any groups where you will have £1 in here? Pause the video if you'd like to. There's 2 groups where you could make £1. Okay, so the first one is the 5 lots of 20, because we know 5 2s are 10, so 5 20s are 100, so that's 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 pence, which is the same as £1. Going to exchange those, slide them all away, and here comes the £1. Woohoo! And another group It doesn't matter which group, which end you start from. Okay, I could have gone from this end, okay, and done a very similar thing, but it doesn't really matter. I could have gone from the other end, as long as you have the right number. So we've got 10, 60, 80, 90 and 100, or you might want to have started on the 50 and then gone 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. It's up to you. As long as you get the right number at the end, it doesn't really matter. So let's exchange those. Let's shoot them off. There they go, and in comes the pound. Whee! And then we've now got £10 plus £1 plus £1, which is £12 in total. Plus, don't forget the little 20p at the end there. Add them together, we've got £12.20. Oh, £10. We did that one already. There's a little bit of an error on the animation there. Never mind. It's a little sneaky one, wasn't it, at the end? So my purse has been emptied. How much money did it contain? So have a little look at that one. See if you can count it on. Straight away we've got £1. Really simple. 50, 70, 90, 100, £1. Fantastic. Really simple, that one. I like that. Don't have to be counting on your fingers. And don't forget, if you want to, and they're all zeros at the end, you can also use your place value and go like, I'm going to count 5 tens. 5 tens, add 2 tens is 7 tens. Add 2 tens is 90, 9 tens, add 1 10 is 10 tens, which is 100. Okay, so you can do it that way as well. This wallet has been emptied. How much money did it contain? If you want to pause this one and have a go yourself and then get ready to check the answer in a second. I can spot the pound coin, a pound, not a pound coin, something worth £1. A couple of coins there worth £1. Okay, let's have a look. We've got the £5. Ah, there they are. That was the ones that I spotted. 50 add 50 is £1. So £5 add £1 is 6. Total in pence. So let's do the rest of it because we've done that first bit. And we've got 20, 40, 42, 43 counted on. So we've got £6 and 43 pence. Okay. Next one for you. This one's a little bit trickier, but have a look at it and see how you could circle your pound here. Have a think about it. So pause your video and have a think if you want to, and we'll have a look. Okay, so we've got here, I can't actually circle this 20p because if I circle that one as well, I've got 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then £1 would be half of this amount. Okay, I can't exactly count it into that circle, but I can count it. Okay, so I've got £1 here plus, so I've got 50, 70, 90, and this would make it 110. Okay, if I wanted to, I could think of this 20 being partitioned into 10 and 10. Okay, and I could then make my pound with 10 pence over. Okay, make my 100 with a 10 over. Or I could just think of it as 110. 110 is 100 plus 10. Okay, so I've got 50, 70, 90, 110, which is 110, which is £1 and 10p, plus my pennies left over, £1 and 10, 15, £1 and 16. Okay, so £1 and 16 pence. You are going to have ones like this today, and I want you to have a go at them. I think it's your first one on the section 2 on your sheet, but do have a go at it and see if you can, count up over that 100 and then split it into hundreds and tens, or £1 and 10 and the other tens. Okay, so have a go at that today. That's your you're exchanging, so it contains £1 and 16p. If you need to come back to this one and double check, do come back to this one. It's the Billionaire Boy if you're finding it back on the video. So if you get stuck on the one he does this very similar thing, with the 20s taking over 100. Come back, find this one and have a little regroup. Okay, hopefully that will help you. So your steps to success today are going to be finding the values of each note and coin, making sure you're counting them accurately, grouping those ones to find 100 first where you can, exchange it for a pound. Show that if you can draw a neat circle on your work. You can mark it however you want to. Okay, count on the values of your notes out loud. That's really good practice for you. Record your total in as the final answer, and then I want you to recheck again, because don't forget, if you're doing this mentally and by counting on sort of by verbally rather than writing it all down, it's a lot easier to make a little slip up. So I want you to double check, and then before you move on, make sure you've got it right. Okay, so your questions today are here, and you've got some, really they're a recap, these ones on, yes, there's not a lot of exchanging going on here. It's section 2 where you're going to be doing your exchange, practicing your exchange today, but this just gets you into that habit of practicing some counting. These are in pounds, there's one with a 50p in there as well, so have a go at that. And then your next one, this is Billionaire Boy, actually matches the question, this type of question matches the one on the video that we've just done. So have a go at those, and hopefully you'll do a really good job, and we'll get this work, we'll crack this job, we'll get this work done. Okay, I hope that goes well, and do your best, and that's it from me for now. Okay, take care.